Conversation about daily routine. Practicing conversations like this can significantly improve your English speaking skills. Alex, hey, Jamie. How's it going? Jamie, hi, Alex. I'm good, thanks. Just getting through the usual daily routine. How about you? Alex, pretty much the same. Out of curiosity, what does your daily routine look like these days? Jamie, sure, let me break it down for you. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. every morning. The first thing I do is go to the bathroom, where I brush my teeth and wash my face. It helps me feel more awake. After that, I take a quick shower, usually about 10 minutes, to really wake up. Alex, that sounds refreshing. Do you do anything special after your shower? Jamie, once I'm out of the shower, I spend a few minutes choosing what to wear for the day. I like to keep it simple during the week with business casual outfits. After getting dressed, I head to the kitchen to make breakfast. Alex, what's your go-to breakfast? Jamie, I keep it healthy and balanced. Most mornings, I have a bowl of oatmeal topped with some fresh fruit like berries or a banana. I also have a cup of coffee, which I can't start my day without. While I'm eating breakfast, I usually check my emails and go through my schedule for the day. Alex, that's a good way to multitask. What time do you leave for work? Jamie, I try to leave the house by 7:30 a.m. The commute to my office takes about 30 minutes, so I usually arrive by 8 a.m. Alex, and what's the first thing you do when you get to the office? Alex, sounds like a productive start to the day. What happens after your morning meeting? Jamie, after the meeting, I prioritize my tasks for the day. Mornings are my most productive time, so I usually tackle the most challenging tasks first. Around 10 a.m., I take a short coffee break. I like to chat with colleagues in the break room or just take a quick walk around the office to stretch my legs. Alex, what do you do for lunch? Jamie, I take my lunch break at noon. If I brought lunch from home, it's usually a salad or a sandwich with some fruit. If not, I go to a nearby cafe with some coworkers. I always try to take a walk after eating, just to get some fresh air and reset for the afternoon. Alex, that's a good idea. How does your afternoon usually go? Jamie, the afternoon is filled with meetings and project work. I try to schedule my meetings between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. After the meetings, I spend the rest of the afternoon working on my tasks, checking in with my team, and preparing for the next day. Alex, what time do you finish work? Jamie, I aim to wrap up my work by 5 p.m. I spend the last half hour of my day reviewing what I accomplished and making a to-do list for the next day. This helps me stay organized and ensures I don't forget anything important. Alex, what do you do after work? Jamie, I get home around 5:30 p.m. Once I'm home, I like to relax for a bit. Sometimes I watch TV, other times I read a book or catch up on some personal emails. I start preparing dinner around 7 p.m. I enjoy cooking, so I try to make different recipes throughout the week. Alex, do you have a favorite dish you like to cook? Jamie, I love making pasta dishes, especially with fresh ingredients. It's simple but delicious. After dinner, I clean up the kitchen and then either go for a walk or do some light exercise like yoga. Alex, that sounds nice. What time do you usually go to bed? Jamie, I start winding down around 9 p.m. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and change into my pajamas. I like to spend some time reading or listening to a podcast before going to sleep. I try to be in bed by 10 p.m. so I can get a good night's rest. Alex, you've got a well-organized routine. Thanks for sharing. Jamie, no problem. It's nice to hear about how others manage their day too. How about you, Alex? What's your daily routine like? Alex, well, I wake up a bit later than you, around 7 a.m. The first thing I do is check my phone for any important messages or notifications. Then, I head to the kitchen to make a cup of coffee. I can't function properly without my morning coffee. Jamie, I hear you on that. What's next after your coffee? Alex, and after coffee, I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth and take a shower. It usually takes me about 15 minutes. Then, I get dressed for the day. I like to dress casually unless I have an important meeting. Jamie, sounds good. Do you have breakfast after getting dressed? Alex, yes. I usually have breakfast around 8 a.m. I keep it simple with some toast and scrambled eggs. Sometimes, I have a smoothie if I'm in a rush. I leave for work around 8:30 a.m. Jamie, what's your commute like? Alex, it's about a 20-minute drive to the office. I like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks during the drive. It helps me start the day with some inspiration or new knowledge. Jamie, that's a great idea. What's the first thing you do when you get to work? Alex, I get to the office by 9 a.m. The first thing I do is check my emails and messages. Then, I review my schedule and tasks for the day. We have a team meeting at 9:30 a.m. where we discuss our progress and any issues. Jamie, do you have a lot of meetings during the day? Alex, it depends on the day. Some days are packed with meetings, while others are more focused on individual work. I try to balance my schedule to avoid meeting fatigue. I take a coffee break around 11 a.m. to recharge. Jamie, that's smart. What do you usually do for lunch? Alex, I take my lunch break at 12:30 p.m. I either bring a packed lunch or order something from a nearby restaurant. I like to take a short walk after lunch to get some fresh air and clear my mind. Jamie, how does your afternoon look like? Alex, the afternoon is usually dedicated to project work and client meetings. I try to finish my main tasks by 4 p.m., leaving the last hour for any follow-ups and planning for the next day. I leave the office by 5:30 p.m. Jamie, what do you do after work? Alex, I get home around 6 p.m. I like to unwind by watching a show or reading. I start preparing dinner around 7:30 p.m. After dinner, I either go for a run or do some indoor exercises. Jamie, do you have a bedtime routine? Alex, yes. I start winding down around 9:30 p.m. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and change into comfortable clothes. I spend some time journaling or meditating before going to bed around 10:30 p.m. Jamie, that sounds like a nice routine. Thanks for sharing, Alex. Alex, no problem, Jamie. It's interesting to hear about how others structure their day. Maybe we can swap some tips next time. Jamie, definitely. Have a great day, Alex. Alex, you too, Jamie. Take care. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe.